Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy, and I don't know, we'll see if this even gets put up or not, because I was just gonna start playing and I figured in case something good happens I should go ahead and record, but I have no plan. Although I am interested to see how watercolors take on this cotton paper, just for playing around. A brush might be nice. Yeah, I'm so prepared right now. But not. Oh, look, my water dried up that was in there. Totally dried up. Seems humid outside, but I guess not quite as humid as it seems. Oh, I don't want a paper towel anyway. I've got some different things I'm going to play around with. Oh yeah, I used orange. Well, first I used... This is usually I just use this for my Gamsol, because I don't want to use a lot of Gamsol, but the other day I used it for... I just put a little bit of water in there just so I'd have a little bit, and then I can dump it easy and add more water when I want to. And let's see. So I'm going to wet these. Ooh, maybe I'll even use the brush that came with it. I don't think I've ever used it. But I want to play around. Oh, I think I want to look at these brushes. Ugh. Let's see. Is that one? Yeah, that one's alright. That one I've ruined. Gotta remember that next time I need to glue. I like my tall ones, but I don't know where my filbert is for that one. Also, oh yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. This is blinding my eyeballs. I forget what the white ones are for. It's so soft though. We'll put that one out there for now. What is this? Oh, it's one of those. I think it came with my, oh, words. I don't know words. Oh, there's a wider one. Alright. Well, I don't need to take out every one. My friend is selling Color Street now, so I got some to try. This is day 2. Usually by day 2 with regular nail polish, it's already started chipping off, so... And they were not easy to put on, but hopefully practice will help. And already got some archival ink on them, which I could replace that if I wanted to. But, oh, you know what I'm missing? Where is it? I saw it the other day. Do you think I know where it is right now? That's alright. I can use this cover. That'll work too. My, what I was missing was... I have a ceramic plate I like to use, but that'll work too. Oh, also, I want to do a background. I'm gonna see what happens on this cotton paper, and I just want random, so, and I'm like, something's wrong with this. I think I usually have this faced the other way, and it's backwards for me right now. I'm just like so lost. And I just want to make some backgrounds, and I was curious to see how this cotton paper would react with that. And also I'll do some stamping too to see how that does. And I am not, yeah, I'm just a trying stuff kind of person. I don't really know what I'm doing. I can't even remember. I watched artymaze do a video on how she does her backgrounds, and I already forget how she did it. I do remember she sprayed her paints and she sprayed the paper. But that was watercolor paper, and which I will do this on some watercolor paper as well. And then I want to mix some colors, don't I? Just go ahead and put some water in my 3 little sections over here. Ooh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Let me add some more of this color. And if I need more orange, I will. Yeah, this paper, well, it doesn't help that all these fans are on. That probably is contributing to the paper drying so quickly. And it just kind of sits in one place a little more. I might have to rewatch her video, but maybe we'll put it on after I'm done, after Amy's over. Amy was making fall stuff too, so that kind of got me. I've been making some fall stuff. I started on some Halloween stuff already. Wow, I use up that paint fast. And I might layer in this blue over here I like, and I'm thinking about just layering some in. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna... Told you I don't know what I'm doing. It's just taking too long to spread because it's cotton paper and not the, not watercolor paper. And so it acts much differently. Alright. I'll pause. Well, should I pause while I do this or not? Because, you know, that's where fun stuff happens. Sorry for the noise. That definitely wrinkles up more. So I'm going to move on to some watercolor paper for this. Hold on. I want it to go everywhere a little bit more. And then I'll do the, I don't know what I'll do because it's definitely not. All the pigment is like in this bottom of this. That's what it feels like. It feels like all of it's water except there's a little bit pigment here and there. Over there now. There, with the rest of the paper, that might help. Even if it just ends up being in the middle, it'll give me something to play with. Yeah, a little red in here too, huh? Swirling around. Yeah, it's just way too much water in here now. I think my paper towel is going to be much prettier. Alright, I'm just going to set this aside to dry and going to work with some watercolor paper for the background parts, because that is just way too... So now we know the cotton paper does not work well for making a background. But now we're going to see if the cotton paper works okay with stamps and just trying to color some stamps. As soon as we learn how to open this. I know it's on the bottom there somewhere. Got this one at AliExpress, I think. No, I got it on Amazon. I can't. And it has the dies that come with it. That's why I wanted to get it. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, let's see. Now, if it would, there we go. Nope, now Tina's on. In case anybody wondered. Oh, man. New stamps do not like to come off. That one's not going to work. Let's try a smaller one. There we go. I might do these little leaves too because I can do them a fall color. A bit of a fall color. And I don't want it a dark black, so I'm just going to use my watering can. I don't care where they are on the page. I'm just trying something. Okay, now I can try, see if this kind of painting works any better. Where is, now I need a smaller brush. How small? I don't know how small. Ugh, I don't like those. I don't even know why I keep them. Well, maybe it's just the one. It, let's see. Oops, need more water. I don't want it thick. I don't, well, really, I'm gonna cut it out. It was bugging me. Ah. Alright, now this is, if I didn't wet the paper and I just smudged, it might have actually done something cool. So for the cotton, you just don't want to wet the paper, I guess. Alright, now that I see this, what did I do? I just kind of went, I think I had more color to it. I don't know. I'm just doing little fall leaves here. I don't need to. I would like to get some more, I mean some actual, you know, I was just watching Amy Crafty Cat and she had some cool leaf stamps that were fun. So yeah, something like that would be fun to use, but I also just might try some actual leaves, you know. Alright. Now I need some, let's see. Ooh, I like that color, I think. Whee! I know, it's alright if I go out of the lines. I do know that. It does pool up on this paper. The water does. If it gets thick, it just kind of pools up. Oh, must be lunchtime for somebody around here. I think he got a frozen meal. I can smell it now. So for a second I was like, oh, I wonder what he got. I got these stamps because I saw somebody using the colored pencils with some Gamsol. I just have not figured out myself how to do that. I'm just gonna, there. So, we'll see if I can learn how to do that. Let's go a little redder, more red, redder. It's one syllable. You would say redder. So if I get the wet on the end, and it doesn't work with watercolor paper to do it that way probably, but on this cotton paper, and then pull it in. I don't know. Just trying stuff. I like the thickness of this if I'm going to like cut things out and layer them. Then I just want a 20-pound paper, but all my watercolor paper is, well, you know how watercolor paper is. It's much heavier. Go with the green, people. Alright. Now, what I want to do is like shell, I like to have a little bit of, although I don't want it to be the red because I don't want it to look like blood splatters. I mean, if I cut them out, that won't make any sense, but for a background, if I do that like as a background, like, oops, say I do it up here and do some of the, like this, I want to make kind of a wine type color, I think. Now that came out much more red. It's alright. We're going to add a little orange to that. And we're going to have more orange than that. I never knew before that it was so easy to use watercolors for splatter. I was using acrylics before, but I would water them down, so you know. So there's a little more. And do this burnt whatever. And I think a darker brown too. Nope. It's fun, look. I used to not do this up here in my living room, but now the floor is plenty covered, so buy craft stuff, but you know. Didn't get on the, now it looks like I'm bleeding, but I'm not. Alright, I think we can throw that away. Now let's try some actual watercolors and play around and try to emulate our lovely Andrea and see if we can get a fun background. And I'm still going to work with fall color, so I'm not too concerned about, oh, gotta spray. Now we can spray our, I like this color too though. This is a nice fall color. I mean, I've just mixed it with other colors, but you know. It's like a maze. Do you guys remember the color maize in the Crayola coloring? The colors? I always used maize when I was coloring Winnie the Pooh. What colors did you used to use for certain things? Anything, or am I just the only crazy person? That was like maze. Winnie the Pooh is maze. He is, he is, he is. I think it's a nice fall color though. Oh, and I like this color here too. This paper seems to be drying quickly too, but that could have something to do with all the fans I have on right now. Oh, that's right. She sprayed it afterwards too, didn't she? I'm remembering. And she probably did this different too, but... Oh, I think she did some of this. Probably did more of this, just kind of... It's faster that way. It's definitely faster that way. Get your color surrounded. You're surrounded. What is that? It's color. Alright, mix those two oranges together a little bit. That's a little brighter orange than I really probably want. That's why I like this. And then she would do that too. She would just kind of, you know, yeah, like that. And then you'd get like a different color because you'd just be going from one color to the next. Alright. And then I think she did this. Alright, it's not wet in the middle. I did spray it a million times and it still wasn't wet in the middle, so. Now, I can't remember if at this point she dabs at it a little bit with the, that or not. I know she did use the heat tool to spread some color around. I know, mine's not going to come out as good as hers, but she's really good at making backgrounds. She doesn't have the same kind of paper towels I do because hers doesn't make those markings like mine does, I don't think. I'm not paying any attention to Tina right now. But she's getting minutes watched, so it's all good. You need some help?
I need to figure out if I have malted milk in my peach cinnamon milkshake.
I just filled around. What, sweetie?
Good thing I like her.
Good thing you like. Yeah, he wasn't thinking about what was for dinner when he picked out his lunch, and he's having a, what is it, turkey and bacon bowl thing?
Yeah.
Frozen meal. Well, we're not having stuffing for supper if that helps.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't.
That I wouldn't mind having 2 meals in a row as much as 2.
Oh, yeah, you do like stuffing.
I'd be upset if I couldn't have it 2 meals in a row.
Right. Yeah, like stuffing is the only thing he'll eat 2 meals in a row. Usually he is like, I don't want to eat that even 2 days in a row. He doesn't like to have certain things. I can't get it down.
Stuffing I'll eat 4 days in a row. With bread and rice.
Stuffing.
And potato.
He likes his stuffing and he cannot lie. Alright. Now let's see. I don't know. This is just going to be background for tags and stuff, so.
I think it would be safe to just do 1 for 7.
Yeah, I think 1 for 7 because you're only 127 right now. He gets 1 for 7 just means 1 unit for 7 carbs of insulin. So, my 2 favorite inventors are the guy who invented insulin and the guy who invented air conditioning.
Well, that was for commercial reasons and not for actual help of the workers. That was just the benefit.
Well, air conditioning was invented just to
To decrease the humidity in factories.
Oh, that's right, because it literally conditioned the air, yeah. Alright, well, I didn't do this anything like Andrea does. just ended up just covering it. I'm gonna spray it a little bit and get it to blend a little bit more. Oh, this is warm already. Although once you spray it, it gets rid of like the really streaky lines, kind of. And blurs it together a little bit more. Apparently. I have not taken any classes on this. I just wanted to see what would happen.
You don't have to wipe that out.
I remembered she uses the paper. I forgot about the paper. To get, you know, some off when it's really wet like that. So that then you have like, well, mine was much more, which also gives you nice splotchiness on the, this is like really wet. Okay. Let's see. Let me get another piece so I can show you what I did on this, because it was not what I did before. And I'm going to do it a little bit less. I'm also probably going to do, I don't know which is the right way to use this. This one's smoother. This one, just do that real quick. See, that's really cool. So I'm going to move this to the side for a minute. And then I'm going to turn this over because I want to kind of save that a little bit. And then what I did on the other one, I'm just going to do on here, but I'm going to do it a little bit, I have this big brush, and I'm just kind of, I think I'm wearing one of my old shirts today. It's really better if I always, alright, it's got a little bit of black in there, and I'm okay with that. That actually is good and cool, and I like it. Alright, let's get some of this darker one. What did I say? I needed to do it a little bit less. I went a little, got it covering the whole paper before, and I don't know that I really want to do that, because then there's like no room to play. Let's get a little bit of black in there, and now we'll get a little bit of brown in there, which will be fine. Now that I didn't cover the whole thing this time, see, this is the front. The smoother side is the front. Alright, we'll do the smooth side this time on here. I forgot Artymaze does this. Andrea does this after she, which then gives you these really cool, like that'll be really cool when it dries, I think. So will that. Alright, I like what I'm doing now. And it's faster with that brush. I will give you that. It is faster. Alright. And since this is fall, I like that there's some little black bits and darker bits in there. I'm going to play around with this one a little bit and add some layers. See if that would move it all. Alright, just fast forward like 30 seconds. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. right, I think we're just about, oh yeah. See, that was about 30 seconds. All right, that looks kind of cool. And it's good. I might add more brown. I might use this in my, I don't know what to do. I just really like what it's doing. All right, let's try this brush a little bit more and lighten up, add some, fill in some spots that will hopefully give us a little bit of layering, so we don't have like really bright white. Let's see. This brush just seems to be just used enough that it gives me some really cool effects. I think it's the same one that I used on the purple journal, but I like was able, like there was some off the side that I was actually doing. Oh look, I'm out of water. Where'd my water bottle go? I don't know. Here it is. It does absorb some water apparently, this brush. It's funny. I don't care you are. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. All right, and that's a little bit more watery, so it's not going to be as thick too. Let's see. I just like when there's like layers in the background, like, you know, like these all dried, all grungy, and then the top bit will dry a little grungy. And I just think it's really cool when it does that. But I also like when it goes to the edges if I'm going to use it as a background. Although it doesn't really matter, does it? I kind of want a little bit of black in here too. Not that much black. No! It's too much. I want little splatches. That's what I want. That was too much. See, now it's like changed the yellow color, and I just wanted it behind the yellow. Like, nope. We'll just, all right, a little something up here, and let's go ahead and do this. Add another layer to this one. Yeah, this one I just kind of, well, I used a toothbrush, and I just kind of, all right, so that will be cool when it dries. Like that. And let's go ahead and put some of this on here. See, I think that's what helps is, oh, you know what I should try? Where are they? Because they give a unique, or they do with the, oh shoot. Nathan, oh there they are. Got these in a thing of craft stuff. They're little potty toppers, but they are, I don't know what they are. They're, this one's soft, but this one just seems to be helpful when you want to do splotchiness. You know what I mean? Well, you'll see it splotches it up nicely. And I don't know if it's just because of what it's made of. I haven't tried the other side. Because it lifts some of the splotches up when you splotch it, so you can splotch them back down again somewhere else. So it's kind of a cool, that'll be a fun background. Now, one of these backgrounds, I want to add some dark purple too. Just little bits of it, maybe splotches or whatever. Let's stick that in front of the fan there. And one I want to do like a dark teal. Oh, did I ever restart? Yes, I did. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to move any paint on this or anything. But what I will do, I think, is grab a little bit of this should I add in here? Let's see. Should I add a little bit of this lighter yellow? Oh, too much water on there. Oh, you know what? All right, let's see. I just want to add a little more color on here. Maybe a little bit of reddish brown here and there. Oh, there we go. That's a little more red. Right, that's more brown. I was trying to go for the more red brown. There we go. And then what I think I will do and then go back to this lighter. I'm gonna have like none of this maize color left. Alright, let's see. I think this is fairly dry. I need some stuff on the corners there, don't I? I'll do that. Alright, now where's my... Here it is. Let's try this. Alright. I just think that's kind of a fun look. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And what I might do is, before I add the other colors to these, I might go ahead and scan them. So, let's see. Oh, now we have Rachel. Just Saturday afternoon, and I'm watching crafting videos and playing and along with them, and just kind of recording what I'm doing, just in case I do something cool, which, I think this did come out cool. So, hopefully you can hear me though. I don't know. The microphone's on the wrong side of the bar. So I don't know. What do you think? Should I scan these before I do anything else with them? So we got that one so far. We've got some black in the background. So these are for fall. Or I may not scan them and they will just be unique individual pieces. I don't know. I need to find my other watercolor paper because I just want to make a bunch. That's tracing paper. That's where are my big? I know where I put my extra ones. But, all right, this is a little bit thicker. So for now, I will do some of these mixed media. No, they're not thicker, but I'll do some more of these mixed media pages. Sorry about the noise. But after this, I may run over and get some of my, used to have some right over here, but no, I don't right now. I want to do some brown ones for the coffee journal too. So since this is all practically brown now, oh, spray the paper. Spray the paper, spray the paper. Oh, too much spray on the paper. Kind of a lot of spray. I need more browns than this. There's only like 2 browns here. And maybe like a cream. Where's the... These will lighten the brown a little bit. I'm just making a mess. But isn't that like kind of how you come up with new stuff, you know? Alright, I think this is why people sometimes spray both sides. So if you want it to lay flat, I think you're supposed to spray both sides. Also, we may use this at some point to get our coffee cup marks. I don't know. We'll see. All I know is using this brush right here is I'm able to do this so much faster. I love it. Okay. And like I said, I don't want to fully cover it because I want to do layers. All right, let's spray that a little bit. And I need a little bit more on there, I think. Should do this really dark brown right here. I need like bigger watercolors. Oh yeah, I like that darker one too. More like an espresso maybe? I don't know. I drink iced coffee. My coffee looks more like this. These. A little browner than that, but you know. Iced coffee with cream. How do you take your coffee? I actually am not a big fan of hot coffee. It just tastes weird to me. This side. Okay, so now we have that side, which has some lovely coffee color on it. And what did I want? Oh, I want to do this. Alright. Now, I'm going to let that dry while I work on some more. I could add some purple brown to that one. Let's see. This is like the, I don't remember, this is just one that I put on top of another one. That's what this one was. So, and it's mostly got browns, orangey browns and browns. So let's add some more brown to it. Alright, if I knew what this was made out of or what it was like, I don't know what you could use that's like it. Like, you know those pieces that sometimes come like as a protection between maybe the front of a frame or something, or glass? I don't know. Or go get yourself some potty. I don't know. What happens if I do this? I just look like a crazy person. That's what happens. Because now I've got little potty things and I'm putting brown on them. That's weird. That's me. Did you know I'm weird? Well, if you've been watching for any amount of time, you knew there was a possibility. Yep, you knew. You had a clue. You might have ignored it, but you knew it. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. I do. If I want any white on it, I'll add gesso to it later, I think is how I would. I don't know. Do that too, because that's still a fun look as well. Alright, I'm going to try this side and see what happens. I think it just lifts it up. Yeah, it just lifts it up. So this is a good side for lifting up, and this is a good size for like transferring. Yeah, because this is what happens. It just what's the word that I want? Kind of repels the liquid, so that it just gives you a really cool. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute because everything doesn't have to be fully dark. I can have some white space. It's okay. I can do that. It's gonna be okay. Is that the one I just did a minute ago? A little bit of that on there. Yes. Alright, let's see. Got some more blanks here. I'm just kind of having fun. Now I'm gonna need a bigger thing so I can actually clean my brush, I think. Ooh, and maybe get fresh water. Okay, some fresh water. Yeah, that's the nice thing too, is there's so little water in there that I can just soak it up with a paper towel and then have fresh water again. Because I'm too lazy to get up. Alright, so here are these ones drying. They're mostly dry now. I don't think I'm going to do much more to that one until I add some other, I don't know. Kind of loving these. They're going to be fun to work with. Alright. Should I do a couple more fall ones while I'm in the orange? I don't know, because I kind of wanted to move on to some red and green, I think. Because I will be working on Christmas soon too. So, while that's in this general vicinity, spray. Turn. Spray. The only reason I spray both sides is so that it, otherwise it curls up so much. So we don't want that. I think I am going to do these layers differently. As in, I'm going to do some red. And then I'll add the green afterwards, I think. After the red dries is what I think I'll do. I don't know, I've never really combined red and green. So, we'll see. And then I'm going to darken some reds on a couple too to make it more. Oh, that already had blue on it from something else. Oh, that's right. I want to make sure I do some different blues for the Frosty the Snowman. There it is. It's like, where's my potty pad? I don't know what this will end up being because it's got the blue on there. But, there you go. A little fun red right there. Alright, using my whole hand is not as good though, because then you just get like squares and whatnot, and I don't necessarily, and I maybe should have done green first. Although this one, I might just do the red. To have a, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a lot of places to put these things either. We will set that to the side to dry. Lucky for me, I have plenty of, maybe that's the front. I have plenty, I'm telling you, plenty of paper. So much paper. Now, I want this to become more of a burgundy. Oh, guess what I didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. I just totally hit the microphone. Alright. Just because a lot of the vintage stuff will have more of this color. But, so that it works with both, I'm okay with it having a mix. Alright, now, first things first, let's just do this real quick. And I think the secret with watercolors is layering. And also some of the secrets are creating with reckless abandon. That is something that is taught to us by Pam, the Paper Outpost. I want to add red to something like for the fall ones, but that's my coffee one and I'm really loving it. Alright. What? Did you need me? What? You need your shot and there's a cat on you? He needs a shot and there's a cat on him. Alright, I'll be right there, sweetie. Before this paint dries though, I want to add a little bit of this red to it. There. I'm gonna have to make another one of these because, well, I could still add the dark purple to this one. Or the teal, really. A little bit of red added to that one. Should I add a little bit of red to this one? I don't know. I'll just do this. Just little splotches of, well, we don't want it to look like blood. I may have to come back for that in a minute after I give him his shot. Because, you know, there's a cat on him. He's like, he was shining his flashlight, his phone flashlight to get my attention. Okay. Got a little bit of time left.
I kind of need like the smallest amount of alcohol, like you would find in. Oh yeah, you can't have vanilla.
Vanilla, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the alcohol's for.
Decreasing the amount of foam.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what he was talking about. He's making a shake. And he likes to look at recipes and figure out the science behind stuff. And alright, I'm putting all this to the side for a minute. I knew where my other watercolor paper was. And this is just the stuff you can get at Walmart for like $6. It's 140 pounds, 9x12 watercolor, Canson. And I have like 4 of them. And I had one that I was keeping out, and I fortunately stored all the other ones away somewhere where I'd be able to find it. I want to try something. I know these are for metal, but they are fall colors. And how do I not try something with them? But I don't know. I know that they, let's see, pigments. I don't know what they're made of. For all metal, permanent fast drying. So let's see, what can I mix with them to have them not dry as fast? But I haven't, like, somebody else had bought these and I guess like never used them. Let's see. Well, since they're out, let me go ahead and grab some paper clips. These might have a coating on them. Maybe not. We'll try a few of these. And we're going to do it on this paper in hopes that we can, and I guess it'll dry better. I mean, if I use the dryer on the metal, it'll stay on there better, I guess. I don't know. But I want to do it on this. I already shook these earlier, but oh, this one doesn't want to come out. What? I'll stick a needle in that later. Probably should use gloves, huh? Who's gonna do this? What I'm hoping for is that maybe do some more of these. If I do it on the paper, I might end up with like a fun fall, colorful, interesting background. We'll see. It'll at least be a good color. It says take a tiny paintbrush. Tiny paintbrush takes too long. Let's just mush them between the paper and the big brush. Right? Well, I know that, was it Roxy? No, sorry. Tracy Fox was putting them in a bag. I think she mixed it with some glaze. But I'll heat set these like it says on the package. But I'm doing it like this, trying to figure out what's in here. Well, you know what? We got enough paint on here that we can just do all these. I don't know what color my squirrels are going to be. Oh, this would be a perfect color for them though. If they come just plain silver, I may go ahead and... Really? I'm just trying not to touch these with my bare hands because what will happen is they'll probably stain my hands forever, so don't want that. Well, it says it's fast drying, but when I'm using it with a brush to put on paper, it's fortunately not drying too fast. Let's put these here. Alright, let's see. You're probably getting tired of hearing this pound, 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 pound. Usually my boys are like, what are you doing? If I'm pounding something. Alright, now we need to add a little bit of another color, right? Now we got mostly the, what color is this one? The clay is that mid color. It got really dark in the middle, didn't it? The clay is kind of like a deep pumpkin or pumpkin spice. Now let's do some drops of a little bit of that on there, because who wants to spend all day painting these one by one with a little tiny paintbrush? And I don't think that's what their intention was. I don't think they were thinking paper clips necessarily when they said that. I don't know. Maybe they were. Okay, and then next do tiny bits of the, in fact I might just put this on the brush itself. This was what I was thinking on one of those fall ones, if I had some of this dark patina like color to put on there. What do they call this? Verdigris. There we go. Alright, I'll let those dry, and maybe they'll even leave some impressions on the paper to make that fun looking too. There we go. And then I can save the paper behind it. So I purposefully did some thick watercolor paper just to give me some. I'm a pouncer and a smoosher. I'm definitely a pouncer and a smoosher. Actually, I would have liked it if the whole page came out more like that instead of that solid in the middle. So next time, also that's fun. All right, let me stick these under. Let me move these to the side for a minute. I'm gonna lift up some of that color in the middle, maybe. Oh, we did. I lifted up. Did I lift it up a little bit? No, I don't know. Yeah? What is that?
Orange. The cover came off when I dropped it.
Oh. You didn't get any in your peach drink though, did you? Okay, good. Alright, now I'm gonna move these back to the middle. This is already drying. Oh, that's right. Alright. So yeah, that's it for today. If you are gonna use some of these patina paints, do it on a piece of nice sturdy paper, like a mixed media or something, so that you can keep the have something to play with. And then, because that's a fun background. And you don't need a small, let's see if I can bring these up close for you to see. And you don't necessarily have to have a small paintbrush. In the bag, oh sorry, making you dizzy. The way that Tracy Fox did it also works. She put some glaze on it. I'm gonna go ahead and heat set these with the thing. It says it lasts longer if you do. All right, have a delightful day, everybody. Much love. Well, I kept playing for the rest of the day, and this is what I've got right now.
Ow, it's poking through the thing even.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry. My poor son, needle tip was in his needle tips that go on the end of his insulin, and there was one in his bed. Poor kid. All right, so do I have to move back just a little bit? Excuse the mess. I've been painting all day, playing with paints. There we go. So there's that one. These are the ones that I made in the video. That one I'm hoping to use in the coffee journal. And then these I will probably keep working on at some point, because they're the ones that kind of like smush on. Yeah, that's the one that had the blue on it. And then there's this one, which could be used fall or Christmas probably. And this one, I mean, they're not all winners. This is actually the cotton paper. That's how that ended up looking at. And then I took apart a book and just kind of started dipping that in there so that there's, let's hope it looks more like coffee and not like what I was thinking. But that's like just got a splotch of green on it. Some splotches here. And I'm still going to work with that one. This is, I think this is the 32-pound resume paper. And this one is interesting. That's back. I don't know how I feel about the back. I mean, any of these can work as backgrounds, because then you add stamping and maybe some modeling paste or whatever else. I think that's one page. So that's, I'm recording. I'm only recording for a minute. This is actually acrylic paint that I had watered down a little bit. Those were the last ones. It's got some red and green. It's hard with red and green because, you know, once they start to touch, if they're still wet, you get brown. But if you wait for it to dry, then you get more of like this little intermingling. And then this. And then there's this one, which is kind of a blue-green with a little bit of brown splotches. This one is naturey. It's got some blues, greens and browns. Got some greens, blues, and browns going on that one. Mostly blues on that one. And then this one, I love. Let's see if I could do this without what happened here. I wish I knew what I did. Of course, I wasn't recording when I did that one. So that one, which I figured kind of has a goth feel, I suppose. And then there's that one. And this is just layers on layers, but it kind of has that rusted patina kind of look to it. Plus, once you like cut it down, like this will be like a tag, you know, and like that might be a journal, you know. And then you add more stuff to it. Another blue one, a little bit of gray, another red one, reddish burgundy. I tried mixing some reds and greens. I think I did okay. I think I dried it enough so I didn't end up with brown. But as it is, not real pretty. But you know, you cut it down and it'll look cool. And then these are the there's two because I painted on one, smushed them together, and then added a little bit here and there. So this is an acrylic, a metallic rose gold. So that's, I just did a couple of those. I thought they'd be fun for backgrounds, especially in a Christmas journal, or you know, for the shiny. But also has could go in a fall journal as well. So that is what I did the rest of the day after I recorded that video. So have a delightful day, everybody.